Hey everybody, Bear from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our King of Dragon Pass Let's Play, where it's been about a week since we played last, but we're back now, and no black bars, so yay, no black bars. I've got the new monitor set up on the old computer, and since I'm streaming this off the old computer, they're both in the same resolution now, and no more black bars, so awesome. Everything is now up to date. I think this was the only game that we were still playing with black bars, so they're all gone now, gone for good. So, Earth Season. I never know what to do in Earth Season, but let's figure something out. Do we have anybody exploring? We do not. We have no parties exploring, so let's start with that. I think the last guy we sent out never came back, so we should be cautious, to say the least. I like sending out the young guys who are not as critical to my success. Let's see, you're pretty useless. I could send you out. She's god-awful at combat, though. Huh. Everybody else is kind of like worshipping somebody unique, and so I'm hesitant to send them out. I guess we'll send you out. We've got a lot of worshippers of Orlanth, and he is, I think, the youngest and the least valuable, so send him out. And we're gonna send him, I don't know, let's go way north here. Let's see what's in this valley under or above these mountains. We have too many hunters for the wildland. They can hunt in. Alright, we need to adjust that then. The renowned poet Coravant of the Clan Fire Courts is your honored guest at a great feast. His collection of poems is sure to provide an evening of entertainment, but he can also create new verses, though he will expect gifts in return. What's everybody want? Drink deeply of his word ale? That's weird. If he can't say something nice about the other clans, he shouldn't say anything. Poet sacrifice to both Orlanth the poet and Isaris the talking god. If he can't say something nice, yeah, we heard that one. Heard that one as well. Satire, okay. The clever poem could improve our relative standing among the other clans. Huh. What did everybody else want? Let's have him commemorate our ancestors. He managed to garble several famous names. Few were impressed. Ah, great. Our ancestors have not been pleased with us lately. We have sent no emissaries to other clans in quite some time. I tried. They tend to like either not make it or not come back. Well, it's Earth Season. Let's do that right now. We'll send emissaries to I don't know. How about the Bayberry? We haven't really dealt with them at all. Maybe they want to be friends. Actually, they're not purple, so I think that means that they're not willing. Let's talk to the Kardarvi here. That's a weird name. And we'll send somebody who's good at custom. What's everybody have to say before we do this, though? Our best friends are the Fire Courts, and the Nemoldings hate us the most. Sounds about right. If we maintain good relations with our neighbors, they will be more likely to sell us treasures. The best friends are those that don't attack each other, yeah. The Nemoldings hold us in low esteem. They won't want to see our emissaries, but might at least listen to an offer to end the feud. Well, since they broke the truce they had with us, I plan on crushing them into a very fine powder the next chance we get. Our chances of forming an alliance are best with the Bachati, but that might give us too many to maintain. That's an issue that we ran into previously, so I should probably make note of that. I thought the color of the text was an indication of how friendly they are to you, where obviously red is the most hostile and blue is an ally, and it looked like the Kardarvi that is more purple than the Bachad. So I was gonna go for them. I don't know. I mean, they're two different colors. This looked more blue to me, but maybe not. I mean, actually, now looking at it, looks kind of red, but whatever. We can't sustain any more allies. Let's instead. Do we have any favors we can call in? It's not going to tell me in this screen. Let's just give some random gifts to the fire courts since they're our best friends. We'll give you gifts of... We'll give them 5 horses. Just because. Feeling nice. And who's the best at custom? He's pretty... Well, no, never mind. He's good at bargaining. We want somebody who's really good at custom. We'll send you. Alright. Let's go on maybe a little cattle raid. Actually, before we do that, we're a little bit low on weapon things, it looks like. So let's get back up to 25. We were at almost 30 at one point. Members of our expedition to the north have all returned safely to us. Sartark found several nests of chaos creatures and did ferocious battle with them. They were not all slain, but our explorers still managed to recover a few items of value. Fire courts praised our gifts and toasted me in their feasting hall. As near as I could tell, they hold us in high esteem. A group of women says that the ring is happy being insulted. What? A group of women says that if the ring is happy being insulted, they are willing to help. They refer to recent events. Bastakos, Venom Voice of the Nari clan, has composed a stinging satire about us. It swept through the Orlanthe clans of Dragon Pass like wildfire, and the women fear that it will reach our old home in Hjortland. They suggest a raid would wipe the smirk off the faces of the Nari. Nobody can call us horse spawn and get away with it. If anything, we'd be Tusk Rider spawn, because we do have a Tusk Rider among us. But, that's neither here nor there, I suppose. Let's see. His verse sword slices the fabric of the clan. Only Wordstorm can put out face fire. I don't know what to make of any of that. The Nari clan is a hair's breadth away from a feud with us. Orlanthe is the god of poetry as well as war. Surely he will inspire us. The Nari attack us with words. More words may mend this, though it won't be easy. Good old Bad King Irgrain gave Orlinda, the poetess, no gifts when she composed a praise poem. Her next poem made his own mother laugh whenever she saw him. The Nari attack us with words. We have a better fighting force than theirs. It seems like the populace wants me to fight them. Let's go ahead and raid them. And we'll send... They're probably not expecting a raid this time of year, so we're gonna send, like, everybody. We're gonna go pretty much all in here. I'm gonna call the fire courts in to help us as well. Yeah, we've got them pretty well outnumbered here. Let's burn some steads. And I think that should really be all we need. Oh wow, we took a ton of losses there. We burned 4 steads before they mustered enough warriors to force battle. Their charge hit us before we could reach an advantageous ground. Fighting was fierce. Their magic blew over us. Yeah, they threw in a bunch of magic. That's what did it. They took 40 auxiliaries captive. Great. We just can't seem to win whenever we fight them. The worst part of our defeat was hearing his remarks as we retreated. Damn it. We totally blew that. Decline. I'm gonna go after them. Of course. I don't know how they know that we're... I mean, I guess I'm an army that large. I'm gonna recruit a ton of weapon things right now. The Nari sent word that 2 of the warriors you thought were killed during your recent raid on them are still alive. They send Kromar, a member of the assaulting clan, to tell you that they are being held as hostages. They demand the customary ransom for 2 weapon thanes. Let's send a war party. Who's the best at combat? She is. And we're gonna send all the weapon thanes. Our warriors set a brush fire near the enemy Tula and nabbed some of our enemy during the ensuing confusion. They had to bruise a few weapon thanes on the way out, but made it home safely. We seized 10 hostages and traded hostages with the Nari. Do you trade all of them for the 2 they hold, insist they pay a ransom for the additional hostages. I insist they pay a ransom. They won through haggling what they could not win on the battlefield and paid us less ransom than we demanded. But they still paid. We have been short on Carls for some time. We don't have enough workers in the fields. Uh-oh. And we're getting attacked by trolls now. That's not good. Let's follow the burning standard into battle, and we'll try to drive them off with skirmishing, I guess. That went pretty well. 1 death and 2 wounds. It's not terrible. Alright. So, storm season. How is our army looking? A little bit worse for wear, unfortunately. We need more farmers. What's everybody think? When the Naldabin approached our ancestors during the darkness, we took them as thralls. This isn't quite the same situation, so I don't think it will affect our clan magic. Don't upset our loyal farmers by offering too much to new ones. We should dispense rings to the whole clan. Our clan has always considered Arnalda to be the most important deity. We need 300 Carls to tend to all of our cropland and 79 herders. We need to recruit some, as well as heal those who are wounded. She wants us to recruit, and best not to annoy our neighbors by taking their farmers. So, let's adopt farmers from our distant kin and wanderers, and we'll offer them land and sheep. We'll see how that goes. A family of travelers petitions you seeking membership in your clan. The father, Kentvent, speaks on behalf of the others. His family made the dangerous trek from Ezrolia in search of freedom and prosperity. So far they have found only misery. He promises hard work and loyalty in return for your generosity. Well, I'll give them some land. And he thanks us. And we have some more farmers. Oh, and then the Moldings are raiding us now. Let's see. We're going to try to drive them off with skirmishing again. See how that goes. The Moldings had to charge through a devastating hail of missile fire. Sartark has hurled several javelins at the foe to good effect. Just as the Molding advance hits our lines, Sartark gets 1 clear shot at an Orlanthi Thane who serves in the Molding ring. What should he do? Aim as long as possible to make sure he hits. He aimed well, but the Moldings had wind spirits that blew the dart aside. Before he could draw his weapons, the Moldings hit our line. Sartark felt a sword cut deeply into his side and fell. We found his unconscious body later and managed to keep him alive. Well, at least he didn't die. Let's see. We were forced off the battlefield. I don't understand how they calculate this sometimes. We get kicked off the battlefield quite a bit, despite obviously dealing out way more casualties than they did. So we lost 3 cows and 3 horses. Not terrible, but still. Wow. Huh. It's not just raining, it's pouring. We'll try to drive them off. Actually, we have them slightly outnumbered. Let's drive them off with a charge, I guess. There we go. We rushed their formation while they were still sacrificing to their gods. The fight was fierce. Their magic was stronger, but we quickly rallied. We drove them off, and their survivors left without plundering. Captured 2 horses from them. And we had 2 wounds, no deaths, and killed 14 and wounded 30 of theirs. And somehow we survived that. They're really coming at us now. We've got farmers being recruited. Let's see. We need to get the Nari, I think it was the Nari back. Because they have like 40 of our people prisoner. So, we gotta do this. I'm gonna use the Burning Standard again. And we're gonna go to... We're just gonna plunder and maneuver. Let's see. Really, again? How did we lose? They eagerly followed the Burning Standard. Although they tried to hold us off with missiles, we used the train to our advantage. Their magic dealt us a mighty blow. We were driven off. Oh, great. And they took even more of us captive. I just can't win. 60, let's see. decline. We'll get them back some other way. We got 22 new cotters though. Sacred Time, we'll just do one in each, because that's all we can really afford. Our magic is pretty depleted again. Now what do we want to do? Oh, he got old. His beard's all gray now. Oh, she got old too, yikes. That's kind of terrifying. She looks... I don't know. Very wrinkled. What's everybody say about the land distribution? We have enough cleared land that we should still be able to feed everyone. We still need more farmers. We'll just keep recruiting. Let's try that. And we're being attacked by horse spawn. Great. We're gonna try to skirmish with them. Okay, that went pretty well for us actually. 36 kills and 109, or sorry, 109, oh no, I had it right the first time. 36 kills, 109 wounds, and nothing on our side. So that's good, I suppose. Yeah. Let's see, we need 300 farmers and 264 oxen to work all of our cropland. We have more cattle than we're taking advantage of, so let's knock this down a bit and see if that works better. What's everybody say now? We need 284 and 250, so we can actually really ramp this up. Oops, didn't mean to do that. No, I want that back at 60. Let's take this down to 105 and 80 maybe? And what do they say now? Let's see. Okay, so we can actually get rid of some of this wild ones here. I'm gonna bring that up to 90. And we'll bring this up to 120. And now what? Food situation seems okay. We need 272 farmers and 240 oxen. We have 299 farmers and 320 cattle. The pigs need 22 hides of wildland. Other livestock need to graze on 34 hides of land. Okay, none of that means anything to me. Whatever, I think that's a better distribution anyways. Don't have anything to sacrifice for at the moment. Well, I wish it would tell me, like, you can trade horses, but it never tells you how many horses you have. So I never know how many horses I have, or whether it's a good idea to trade them or not. How are we doing here? Our footmen are pretty depleted. I can get a lot more weapon things if I need them, though. Let's go exploring again. Who did we send last time? One of these guys. Let's see. It was... I don't recall who it was. I think it was Sartark. Yeah, it was. Huh. Let's send him over here this time. 71 new cotters. Awesome. Everyone is gossiping about what happened a few hours ago. The young woman, Lara, was found out in the forest making love with Coral, a notorious poet and troublemaking warrior of the Nari clan. Coral left without a formal farewell. She is unmarried, so her actions are not an offense against the gods, but she is betrothed to Yoriter, a clan, or a young thane of the Fire Quartz clan, and the wedding is scheduled for next season. Okay, let's see what everybody says. She's done nothing wrong, nor has the otherwise disreputable Coral. It would be absurd to marry her to him. This is juicy gossip, but we need to plant our fields more than anything else right now. Marriage is like any other trade. You must tell your trading partners the facts, so he will not complain later. Let's see, the story will be told behind his back. It would be rude not to inform him. Surely he will forgive her. Coral has talked many of his hot-headed kinfolk out of unwise revenge. Let's see. Let's tell him. They're our allies. We don't want to, like, lie to them. The order was furious, and the clan claimed we had injured his honor and the honor of his clan. I thought I was marrying a good maiden, not a wild and dirty lynx. When our people heard this, they were outraged. Oh man, they're our best allies. We can't raid them. Let's just let the matter rest. One of the warriors composed a poem. It was about how galling it is to have to swallow an insult. Oh well. Raiding time. Hopefully everybody's recovered. Let's recruit a few more of these guys. Of course we get attacked before we can go on the offensive ourselves. Well, I'm going to use the Burning Standard to drive them off and maneuver them. And it looks like we were successful there. And the Burning Standard continues to survive, which is good. 4 horses, 9 auxiliaries captive, and we killed quite a few of them and wounded quite a few as well. Let's keep them as thralls. And of course the Nari raid us in the meantime. Well, I've had about enough of the Nari. So we're gonna go after them because I need those people back. I'm gonna ask the fire courts to help me. Actually, let's ask the badger to help me. I don't want to keep asking the fire courts for help, especially after that little exchange of words we had. Okay, we're going to use the Burning Standard, and let's try to kill as many as possible. Maneuver, because we're using the Burning Standard, and see how this goes. Alright. We didn't capture any of our auxiliaries back, though. Oh, we were driven off again, even though we only had 7 wounds. I don't understand how the combat in this game works sometimes. Like, we obviously got the better of them there, and somehow we fled. The Burning Standard wasn't consumed. I guess that's good. Nothing of note in the northwest. So let's send him back out. And I think I'm going to have to check the time in just a second here. I'm going to send out... She's new. I haven't seen her before. I think she's fairly new as well. I'm going to send out... Is she new? I don't recognize her either. I've seen her a couple times. Let's send her out. She's kind of useless. She's got a lot of fair and only 1 very good. Everybody else is like good or better at almost everything. So she's expendable. We're going to send her to the mountains to the northeast. Too many hunters, even though we already rolled back the wildlands quite a bit. Let's see. I guess we can get more hunters, right? Let's get 2 more. Oh, great. Ionis Lara, who betrothed to Yoritor of the Fire Courts, was broken off after her seduction by Coral the poet of the Nari, is now pregnant. Ionis Lara is very happy, but her kinfolk see her pregnancy as a reminder of an embarrassing chain of events. Let's see, she's broken neither law nor custom. This is a private matter and should remain so. If we try to force a marriage, we will offend the unwilling groom's clan. Good King Oscul was born outside the marriage bond. Let's see, she's broken neither law nor custom. Why are we bothering with this trifle? It's not broken the law. Well, we don't want to force him to marry her. Obviously, his honor was kind of hurt by that. If anybody was going to be forced, it would be her. But I think we should just leave this matter to her family. People were happy that the ring did not interfere. That's good. Right, well, I'm going to check the time. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so we're at about 25 minutes. I think that's going to be a good place to end it. So we'll break it off right here and pick back up next time around. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to share my videos however you guys see fit, and I will see you guys back here for the next part of our King of Dragon Pass Let's Play.